O'Fallon Police Sergeant Jeff Cook is a man of integrity, dedication, and honor. Over the years, he has made his mark by giving back to the community he loves. Jeff was raised in St. Charles County, and he attended Fort Zumwalt North High School, where he graduated in 1989. From there, he joined the U.S. Navy and proudly served from 1991 through 1993. But for Jeff, a career in law enforcement was something he always wanted to do from the time he was a little kid.
I can recall back at Halloween and some other times, police officers patrolling our neighborhood, kind of what we call community-oriented policing these days, and driving around with the window down and basically welcoming kids up to the vehicles, letting you kind of peek in the window, look at some of the equipment, and just creating a very positive interaction between kids and the local police department.
Sergeant Cook began working for the City of O'Fallon's police department back in 1999. Jeff was assigned to the Community Service Division, where he learned about Special Olympics Missouri from his supervisor, Ray "Tiny" Sanders. And ever since Jeff sold his first law enforcement torch run t-shirt, he was hooked. In fact, Sergeant Cook was the only officer from Missouri chosen to represent our great state in the final leg of the USA World Games torch run in sunny California.
The Special Olympics International held an event that allowed the community across the country to get involved called the Unified Relay. And it was 45 days of 3 torches simultaneously traveling across the country. But once those 3 torches came together in Los Angeles, they again lit a single torch, held that flame, and waited for the 90 police officers from around the world to show up. We had officers representing 48 states and 23 countries as part of the final leg torch run. With our support team that it took to really make all that work, there were 124 police officers total on the journey. The bus that I was on, we were doing about 4 to 5 PR events a day, where we were going into cities that we were conducting torch runs, very similar to what we hold each year here in the spring before our own summer games, and running the torch through towns and creating awareness, creating a celebratory feel, and getting people aware that these games were significant and they were going to be coming to Los Angeles in just a week's time. And then to stand there, and we had the opportunity to be in the tunnel before we had to go out and participate in our part of the opening ceremonies, to have the athletes filing past us, and kids and adults from countries all over the place just elated and wanting to give you high fives, and we were trying to get to them as much as they were trying to get to us.
Jeff has worked in several O'Fallon police divisions over the years. He served as an SRO at his alma mater, Fort Zumwalt North. And during his time there, he mentored students and also coached football. Now, Jeff is a patrol sergeant where he leads a team of dedicated officers. It's
been a fantastic opportunity to see police work in a little different light. My role out on calls, my role working along, officers that I've known for years, to be in a different capacity now has been wonderful. And I definitely appreciate the crew that I'm working with right now, because they take care of me and I try to take care of them.
The City of O'Fallon is fortunate to have a public servant like Jeff Cook. He continues to serve Special Olympics with honor, plus he never stops exploring ways to help people through community policing efforts. If you see Sergeant Cook on the road or around town, go ahead and thank him for being a rock-steady leader.
I made a personal choice years ago that I wanted to live and be a part of the community that I worked in. I've always taken great pride in the fact that I live here. It's one of those things, if it's good enough for me to work here and collect a paycheck from the city, and then it's absolutely good enough for me and my family to be here. I have a vested interest in this community by living here, and I think that's what makes it a little bit more important to me.